Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Those of you who have been watching me for a few years know that I'm a recovering eataholic, and I've come a long way from my problems so many years ago. But there is one thing that I still can never get over every time it occurs. So here at the Student Union, we got a microwave in there, and then we got some plastic utensils, and the way this will play out, and I almost laughed when it played out today, because for a moment my heart kind of seized up before I came to my senses, but it only lasted like a few milliseconds. I had heated up some food, and then I realized there's no forks, and that drives me nuts. I had an apartment where I got into an argument with a roommate over this one time, and sometimes while traveling it happens as well. And it never feels good. Even to this day, now that I've gotten over my eating disorder, it still doesn't feel good. During the COVID quarantines, and when the restaurants were open 25-50%, they were really busy disinfecting all the utensils and all that. I would go to my favorite restaurant, food would come, and the silverware wouldn't be there. And you got to remember, during this time, a lot of restaurant workers were quiet quitting, so they were often short-staffed. You had to chase down a waiter to get the forks. I had a lot of tricky encounters involving that, because the food was here. I could smell it. I just can't reach for it, and that's the most frustrating feeling in the world. I can't describe. When your food is done in the microwave, or when the waiter brings it to you and the silverware is not there, the best analogy I can think of is imagining you're listening to an old audio cassette or a phonograph record, right? And suddenly the machine malfunctions in some way. The batteries run dry, right? So you're listening to Taylor Swift, and she's singing "It's a Cruel Summer." That's the best analogy I could give, right? Your taste buds kind of doing that to you, right? Anyway, some food trauma, PTSD almost, involving food.